Welcome back, adventurers. We're continuing our journey in stories by finding the Sky Ripper core and having sweet nothings whispered into our ear by an evil god. Or
Get all the ingredients for a pretty nifty sword.
I just need someplace to build that nifty sword. This is a pretty land. Nice waterfall. Kind of an open map. Okay, so we've got zip line over there. Path over here. What's this? Jump down. What awaits us in the well? The golden glowing well. Oh yeah, I've got healing. Let's see if I remember the button. There we go. It's dark and mysterious. So far, no ravens. Not much of anything, really. No. More ore. No, can't go that way. So one thing I like about this game is the scenery is very pretty.
There was something sour in the air. Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time.
That doesn't sound good. I hear whispering. The voices. I hear whispering. That's not the evil stone in my pocket. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's a pretty deep fall. Seeing as there's only sky below us. Aha!
Where did that go to?
There's what go to. Oh, hello. Stop that. Ah! Here I am trying to do something neat and end up getting stabbed in the back.
The stone hadn't lied about what it could do for him. With each raven he cut down, he felt a jolt of power flowing into his arm. You're weak, whispered the stone. The core will kill you. Are you afraid of it? No, don't be ridiculous. It chuckled. But it's unstable. It will poison you if so much as carry it, and if you try to use it, it will explode catastrophically. Bernardo did not trust rocks that talked in his head.
That's a
He
good.
went onwards.
That's a good habit to have. You. I apparently went the correct way. I wonder what all I missed. Oh well. Darn my habit for finding the right way to go. No shield for you. Haha. Coming in the back. Stop that. There we go. Not gonna stab me in the back this time. Haha. Alright. I've got an evil stone. And I'm about to get a good stone? In fact, here it is.
As he approached the core, the stone became hysterical. rip a hole in space and time. He had a sudden vision of plunging his gauntlet into the core and dying in anguish. That wasn't his vision, was it? The stone had sent him its darkest fears, hadn't it? He had a sudden impulse to do exactly that. He raised his right fist and plunged it into the core.
Either going to be really good or really bad.
A rush of light. He thought he could hear the stone screaming. And then he passed out. When Renato came to, the core was gone. But the Iblis stone was no longer black, but glowing with a blue light. And it was silent. I can't hear you, he sang out. And, yoo-hoo! It didn't answer. Ha, he said. He had defeated the demonic gem with the power of his mind.
No.
He felt invincible. It was time to attack the Imperial outpost on the Nexus. Take the battle to the enemy. But among the huge crystals, there was also an observatory. A wise man would probably ask the scientists exactly what he had first. How wise was he?
Wise or reckless? Never hurts to ask for advice. Can always ignore it. Right, take the battle to the enemy. Oh, let's go reckless.
As the Farfarer sailed towards the Nexus, Renato wondered if the core had been created to silence the stone, or even to feed its hunger. Well, honestly, he didn't care. He felt terrific, and he appreciated the quiet inside his head.
Yeah, who wouldn't like to have all the voices stopped? I know they would. I mean...
The Nexus was infested with ravens, but that didn't bother Renato. With each death, the converted Iblis stone in his gauntlets glowed brighter, and he felt stronger. Wow. He was getting a bit bloodthirsty, wasn't he? Well, he wasn't worried. He was a warrior. They're supposed to be bloodthirsty.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Who doesn't want to drink the blood of their enemies out of their own skulls? Oh yeah. Remember right?
Boom.
Yes. Take that, crystals. She'll never have an empire as long as I'm around. Or. But where is the station to build? Trying to remember everything here. This is new, isn't it? I don't remember going this way.
Renato wondered if his future self had commissioned these poles.
Huh, that would be interesting. I'm going up. This is new. I've not been this way before. Get over here. I'm getting better. Oh, hey! That's the name of the... Alright, there we go. So we got a teleporter here. Before I take that...
That ought to be enough for a proper sword, he thought.
Yeah, if I could only find a blacksmithing. Smithery. Take me to the smithery. and ask where the blacksmith is, but I am the blacksmith.
The core, absorbed in the stone, was doing its job perfectly. Renato could feel a little eldritch jolt every time he downed a raven, but then it flowed into the glowing stone the way water flows down a riverbed. It all felt perfectly natural, as if all his life, this was what he had been meant to do.
That's a good sign?
This was definitely better than pulling yourself up in a bucket.
Yeah, especially if it's a rusty bucket. Not up on my tetanus. Take that, evil boxes. What do we have? Haha! Workbench! Let's see, don't have enough for that. One more. I just need one more essence. But I do have enough to upgrade my fire sword. So.
More fire? Yes, please.
Who doesn't want more fire? Let's see. So set all surrounding enemies on fire. Awesome. So I have a maxed out fire sword. Hello, what are you? And why? Aha! Watch out for explosive ravens. They will explode. Ah, so even the, so even the,
Renato tore through the last remaining guards at the outpost like hot coffee through snow. There was a far speaker toad here. He called the council speaker. He knew she would be thrilled. And she was. She wanted him to come back to base. They had plans to discuss and a medal to give him. A large golden medal. Great, said Renato.
huzzah!
Let's talk about who else I can kill. Then the far speaker croaked again.
Hello, Renato.
It said,
If you get sick of slaughtering second-rate birds in the Nexus, I'm waiting for you in the mountains.
Zenobia, the witch, taunting him. With the stone, he'd finally be her match.
Interesting. So should we stab her again? Or it's obviously an ambush. Let's go to the base. Oh, let's stab Zenobia.
Zenobia was taunting him. No doubt she hoped to lure him into a trap, but it didn't matter, did it? He could fight his way out of any trap. He was invincible. This was gonna be fun.
Alright. Mwahaha. Definitely going evil this route. Who needs a traitor to stab me in the back? After I stab her in the chest.
Ambush? Renato couldn't wait. At Sword Fu school, she'd always studied a little harder, practiced a little longer, complained really a lot less. And then she'd become a sorceress. He'd always known he'd have to take her by surprise or not at all. But this would be a surprise indeed.
But that also, I guess that means those far speakers aren't very secure form of communication.
He hoped his hook didn't break.
Yeah, that would be bad if... Especially since I need that to get rid of these shield guys. And level. Win essence. Need one more ice. And a bunch more wind. This is a very interesting... These like crashed ships, Tortuga style. Got me while I was trying to take care of the mage. Ah, wrong button.
What big eyes you have.
Fireworks! I am taking very little damage. I like this godstone. Plus 10 energy. Oh, that's an ice. Can't get through the ice. Don't need that shield. Trying to attack me from behind. Ha!
Those spells really bring out your eyes.
Burn, little ravens. Ha 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 ha. I'm running out of power. Can't set you all on fire. Ah. Yep, last one. Got any energy for me?
The mountain paths were infested with ravens. That was swell. Every time he cut one down, the stone glowed a little brighter. In fact, everything glowed a little brighter. Look how white the snow was, and how very blue the raven blood was. Seriously, where was she? He wanted to try his new strength against hers.
Ooh, that'd be interesting. Was the being that was infesting the stone actually my future self from when I used the stone on her?
Renado's paws were getting numb. Calaveras really didn't want company, did he?
It's kind of cold looking. Ah, here we go. Can I light that? Nope. There we go. Got my energy up. Ready to face anything. Icy path. Oh, hello. What are you?
Well, they really needed to redecorate anyway. Renado felt antsy. He'd found a source of great power. But instead of joining with the rebels, he was on a fool's errand the Emperor's daughter had sent him on. The rebels were preparing a last-ditch attack against the Imperial fleet, counting on Renado to show up in time. Would he be too late?
Nah. This wasn't all some plot to make the rebels lose. Yeah, dash through the enemies. And here she is.
At the end of the path was Zenobia. I thought you were going to ambush me, he said, a little put out. I owe you better than that. Well, what are we waiting for? That, she said, as a dropship poured a bucket of green liquid on his head. Drowsy gas. You can't stop me with drowsy gas, Zenobia. My power's too strong. Zenobia? Where was she? When he awoke,
Illusionist.
he was staring up at the sky. Zenobia looked down at him, brooding. I probably ought to kill you, but that'd be a bit tawdry, wouldn't it? She was tossing the glowing stone from paw to paw.
Curses.
This is pretty.
Zenobia!
He shouted, and then he fell back into sleep. Renado woke up on the Farfarer. His head ached. He drank his favorite hangover remedy, but the brandy did no good. Zenobia had beaten him again. Oh, He really should have listened to the Iblis stone in the first place instead of messing around with the core. He had a bad feeling about the upcoming fight. But what kind of hero misses the final battle?
So that's what happened. Yeah, this is going to be a bad battle with Zenobia having the power of the Godstone, making her bloodthirsty. Alright.
Renato was bruised and tired. He wasn't looking forward to killing ravens. Didn't even seem scary. It felt like a chore, like sweeping the practice room at Swordfu School, which he'd done his best to leave for Zenobia whenever he could. What would she do with the glowing Iblis stone?
Oh, kill all the rebels?
Terrifying, shouldn't it? But he just felt dull and stupid as he carved his way towards probable doom.
Yeah, you were kind of an idiot falling for an obvious trap like that. Don't have Void Sword. Teleport. No skills to learn.
Whee!
Woo! Open that chest. I'm getting tons of ore, but no essences, which I need. I think more of the shield guys are showing up this time around. Trying to attack me where I was, huh? There's a lot of them around here.
This was not going spectacularly well, thought Renato.
I don't know. Seems pretty good to me. There we go. Heal up. Now, take down those flags. I wonder what will be waiting for me at the end of this one.
There was an engraving. Maximum capacity, 130 people.
Wow. You have to be pretty friendly to fit on that. Alright. And you're toast. Oh wow, Oh, yeah, I need to remember to get out of there. Oh cool, even if I beat him, kick him back, they knock the guy's shield out. Ah!
Time to
You
die,
bastard!
he thought. And it was.
There we go. Much better. And so close to another level.
It was all so unfair. He'd wanted to protect himself. Protect the world from the Iblisstone's hunger for blood and souls. And all he'd done is get mugged. Next time he owned a supernatural artifact that wanted tribute, he'd serve it champagne and caviar.
Reminds me of the Knights of Zentaur. Alright. Ah, there we go. Trying to escape my grasp.
Renato had been the terror of the sandcastles when he was 2.
Destroy those sandcastles. Ah, Dodge! There we go. Ah. There.
Renato wondered if he could learn to cook this way. Probably not.
Yeah, cooking with the flame sword? That'd be fun. Oh, hello. I almost got cooked. Baked fox. Is this a different path? I don't think so. I think I'm still going the same way. Yeah, here we go. Getting right up to the end. But what awaits us here? Ah, new guy. What are you? Buff and heal enemies. Okay. Sorry, I don't want any of your healing. Ah! Yarr! Ah! Got me in the back. And want to... Oh, he's still buffed from that guy. Alright. Here we go. What awaits us? As I keep saying that over and over again. In we go.
Zenobia was cleaning blood off her sword and weeping. It's so hungry. I can't stop killing, she said. But I fed it the core of the Sky Ripper, and now he's hungry again. She wept. It was true. The Iblis stone was black again. A void that seemed to suck all the light out of the sky. Take it from me, Renato. While you still can. Okay. I'll take it, he said. Yes, he thought. This is what it means to be a hero. To save the soul of even his old enemy when it looked like all was lost. He stepped forward to accept the sword from her outstretched hand. She flipped the sword, and the blade went into his gut. As the Iblis stone sucked his soul into its infinite darkness, he could vaguely hear a voice, something like Zenobia's chuckle. Sucker. Renato stared at the book. He was still alive. Again. And still only flying away from burning Ubar. Had he lived that adventure? Or only dreamt it? Had he really died? It felt so real, not like a dream at all. And he'd lost again. Oh, he hated that.
Yeah.
But he had made different choices. And he'd lost in a different way. It was the book, wasn't it? Oracles showed you your destiny. But this was showing him different ways he could die miserably. Thanks a bunch, book, he thought. But these were destinies that he did not have to fulfill. But he'd learned another true thing. The Iblis stone was evil. It would try to corrupt anyone who used it.
Yep. And let's see, so there are 24 different stories. And 2 more truths. One about Zenobia, and one about the God Ripper. So on that note, adventurers, I think we'll continue our quest looking for the God, for completing that weapon. Have a good night.